From our studio here in Lagos, Nigeria, this is TVC News at 10. Lawyers representing leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, have asked the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court to reassign his case to a new judge. This call comes 2 months after Justice Binta Nyako recused herself from the matter following Mr. Kanu's oral application on the last adjourned date. At a press briefing in Abuja, counsel to Mr. Kanu, Aloy Jimako, emphasized the need for an expeditious hearing, noting that his client has been in detention for over 3 years since his extradition from Kenya.
The Kanu needs to go back to the High Court for trial, but it also said the High Court should not have revoked his bail. It also said that by revoking his bail, the impartiality of the High Court judge had become suspect. Ladies and gentlemen, you may not be lawyers, but when the apex court of the land tells a High Court we should not have done this, what remains is for a High Court to do that which, or undo that wrong which he had done.
The Supreme Court on the unlawfulness of the revocation of Onyendu's bail, and the judgment of the High Court of Enugu State remains valid, subsisting, and not tinkered with. But no person obeys them because it does not favor the federal government of Nigeria. In fact, Section 2871 of this and 3 of the Constitution that makes it compulsory for all persons and authority to obey and give effect to the judgment of the Supreme Court.
In the hearing of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is unprecedented. What we are saying is that normal cases we file are usually taken. But when it comes to Nnamdi's case, it is different.
Still on judicial matters, the Court of Appeal sitting in Abuja has reaffirmed Julius Abure as the national chairman of the Labour Party. A 3-member panel of the appellate court, in a judgment delivered by Justice Hama Baraka, held that its judgment of 13th of November 2024, which recognized Mr. Abure as national chairman, subsists and has not been set aside by any court. Justice Baraka made the declaration while delivering judgment in 2 separate appeals filed by Senator Nnamdi Usman, the Caretaker Committee, and Independent National Electoral Commission. The appellate court in the 2 separate appeals held that it will not delve into the issue of leadership of the Labour Party because such issues are not justiciable.
The judgment has been delivered by this court of appeal, and that judgment was delivered on 13th November 2024. And that judgment was an appeal by Labour Party versus Olushola Ebisheni and another. And in that appeal, this court decided that the national chairman of Labour Party remains Barrister Julius Abure. The court in this judgment, the 2 judgments delivered today, has affirmed that decision and said that that is the issue of leadership, and that the 2 appeals today cannot determine the leadership because it's originated from a decision of a court that did not have jurisdiction.
This appeal, we see it largely as very successful. It's only one of the issues. We raised 3 issues for determination, and out of the 3 issues, 2 key issues were resolved in our favor. So we'll sit there the judgment, and we'll study the contents, and further decisions will now be taken.